Hey manifestors, it's your girl Nadia, the manifestation goddess, and welcome back to Manifesting Goddess LLC. Welcome back to my page, my channel, wherever you're tuning in. Over here we are healing to abundance, and that means abundance of joy, abundance of peace, and financial abundance, abundance of whatever. You know what I'm saying? All the good stuff over here. But we focus on healing, wellness, awareness, and intentional living over here at Manifestation Goddess LLC, healing from the inside out. But today, I want to talk about something that is a hot topic in the news, which is the Hantavirus, and understandably, it is causing concern for some people. And I especially want to focus on those of us that are traveling, have cruises planned, or, have loved ones traveling right now. But we're going to do this calmly. We're going to do this responsibly, and we're going to do this without fear. So what is the Hantavirus? The original form of the Hantavirus is something that is spread from rodents. So people are exposed through rodent droppings, rodent saliva, rodent urine, sweeping areas where those rodents have left their droppings, urine, saliva. You go to sweeping that stuff and it becomes airborne. You start breathing those particles in, and then you wind up sick, okay? So this can happen while you're cleaning sheds, garages, places where rodents hang out. But I will say that most forms of hantavirus do not easily spread from human to human. However, the strain that we're currently seeing, and that's really a hot topic in the news, is the Andes strain of the hantavirus. This particular strain is different because it is the rare form that does transfer via limited human to human interaction and contact. As we know, the ship was held down because of this particular strain. And sadly enough, there were some deaths associated with the Andes strain. And now here in Atlanta, we had individuals that were treated at Emory Hospital in downtown Atlanta by their infectious disease unit. Now, I do know hearing news like that can cause us to have a little bit of anxiety, and to go into panic mode because we began to think about like the coronavirus. I want to emphasize that what they're saying right now is that this is not like the coronavirus. The overall public risk remains low. So again, it's not spread like COVID or the flu. The concern with the Andes strain happens when there is very close, prolonged exposure. So if you're sharing living spaces, or if you are caring for someone that has this strain of hantavirus, then you have to take extra precautions. So again, brief encounters of walking past someone in the bank, at Walmart, at Target, or at Publix, or walking through the mall, passing them on the street. Right now, they're saying that it's not spread that easily, okay? So that's good news. And I know sometimes we don't always trust what we hear nowadays, but that's the information that we have readily available. The signs and symptoms are similar to those of the coronavirus and the flu, okay? So, fevers, chills, being tired, fatigue, muscle aches, headaches, nausea, abdominal discomfort. With the Andes version of the hantavirus, these things can escalate rather quickly, though, where you're winding up with the coughing spells, serious coughing, chest tightness, and difficulty breathing. Because these symptoms can worsen quickly, you want to seek medical attention immediately, and you want to especially let them know if you've been traveling, you've been on a cruise, or if you've been around someone that is infected. So prevention, how do we prevent this? This is with the same preventive measures as you would with any other virus or outbreak. Hand hygiene is so important. I mean, I work in a hospital. I am a registered nurse and social worker. I've worked in the hospital multiple times, working there now. And it amazes me sometimes that we even still see people that will not wash their hands. They're sneezing to the hand, wiping their nose and whatever, and don't wash their hands, walking in and out of patient rooms. It's imperative that we utilize hand hygiene. You're going in the store, you're pushing buggies, you're touching surfaces, you're touching the doorknobs, you're at the gas tank and you're picking up the gas, pumping your gas and you're touching the handles. Keep your hand sanitizer. Wash your hands. Sanitize your hands, okay? Good hand hygiene can prevent a lot of stuff. Avoid sharing drinks, personal items. Teach your children. I know a lot of kids, they take, especially these teens or these middle schoolers, they have their Starbucks, they're going to the school and somebody said, let me get a sip of that, Don't let people drink out of your stuff. Keep your drinks to yourself, okay? So that way that minimizes the spread of germs. Keep your personal items to yourself. Like, don't let people be touching all on your phones and stuff and they're holding it and you giving it back. Just little stuff like that. And if you do, wipe it down if necessary. Be mindful of people around you that are sick. If you see someone sick, then go the other way. Follow the credible, reputable health resources that we have out here. And as always, keep your immune system up to par. Take your daily vitamins, make sure you're doing your vitamin C, your vitamin B12, your elderberry, your zinc, whatever you do to keep your immune system up to par, do it. And if you have a compromised immune system, like you have cancer, you have autoimmune diseases, then you should be doing this anyway, but you need to be extra careful right now. Elderly, your system may not be as strong as it used to be when you were in your teens. Take extra precautions and wear your mask if you need to. We're not talking about anything to cause any panic, but if you know your system is already, fighting, because of other diseases or situations you have going, then when you go into the grocery store, take your own hand sanitizer, because you cannot guarantee that they're going to have wipes. Keep wipes in your bag, put on your mask if you need to, because you're more susceptible to diseases, okay? And as far as like with the regular hantavirus, when you're cleaning the garages and things like that, where rodents are, be careful. Use your gloves. Spray surfaces down with, disinfectant before you start cleaning, so that when you're cleaning the area, things are just not flowing into the air, where you could possibly have rodent droppings and things of that nature. Okay, so these are just practical steps, you guys. These are things that you already know to do. There's no reason for us to go into panic mode. I just want to speak to that emotional side again. Do not go into panic mode. It is okay to be aware. It is okay to be informed. It is okay to take precautions. But you know what? Do not allow fear to consume your peace. And sometimes you have to turn off that TV. You have to stop watching the news, stay off social media a little bit, whatever. If it's causing you some anxiety, step away, find something more uplifting to do, awareness and wisdom can coexist without panic. So if you have travel plans, go ahead and take a deep breath. Stay informed. Like I said, protecting your peace is also a major part of wellness. So as always, you can reach out to me. If you want to do a session, just hit me up. And you want to donate, you can do so by hitting me up at manifestinggoddessllc at gmail.com on Zelle. Okay, that's all I have for now, manifestors. You guys have a great rest of your day.